All of this stupidity would be bad enough for Democrats if it wasn't for a glaring contrast, it being John Fetterman, whose stark departure from this nutcake factory exposes the absurdity around him.
I campaigned for thousands and thousands of miles across Pennsylvania for Vice President Harris. And it was going to be incredibly difficult. You could just feel the energy there. And that's what I tried to explain to my party. And I'm trying to explain to the party right now. It's like, this is why we lost.
What's it say about your party when the man who had a stroke makes all of you look stupid? And he's doing it by sounding normal. Here's more.
I know and I love people that voted for President Trump, but they are not fascists. They're not Nazis. They're not trying to destroy the Constitution. I refuse to call people Nazis or fascists, or I would never compare anybody to Hitler. President Trump was in my state, was shot in the head. And if that would have, could you imagine where our nation would be if he was hit in the same way with Kirk? We really got to turn the temperature down.
And by we, he's referring to his own party. Fetterman's defending Trump voters, calling out his own party's extremism. It's the most shocking thing coming out of the Dems since Jerry Nadler had a solid poop. So could he be the Dems' only hope? It's crazy, right? Because right now the party is as lost as AOC at a library, Rashida at a beauty contest, and Joe in his own home. But Fetterman, he's the beacon of common sense, giving them light at the end of the tunnel, which is dangerous for some because they might try to walk toward it. Let's welcome tonight's guest! His favorite spy gadget is ejector pants. Former CIA operative and host of the President's Daily Brief, Mike Baker. He once headlined the Epstein Island Comedy Festival, comedian Jim Norton. She's known for her hustle and lack of muscle. New York Times bestselling author, Fox News executive captain. And he loves to go on adventures and collect old lady dentures. Former WWE champion Mike, that was quite an array of Democrats I displayed here tonight. What are your thoughts on their current situation?
It was a cavalcade.
It really was a cavalcade.
It was a cavalcade. And by the way, Greg, and with no insult here to my good friend, Mr. Norton, some people say that I'm the most qualified Gutfeld guest ever. Yeah. Thank you. So look, the problem the Dems have is that you talked about John Fetterman.
Yeah.
And they are already lining up. The Democratic National Committee has already lined up potential candidates to primary him.
Yeah. Right.
Yep. Because he has gotten off the reservation. And when you say getting off the reservation, he's in no way a Republican. Right?
Yeah, no,
all
not at all.
he's done is migrate slightly towards the center.
Yeah.
Well, you can't if you do that, as far as the Democrats are concerned. You can't do that. So they gotta put him down, and I guarantee you they're going to primary that guy. And he will probably lose because they'll throw the entire weight of the machine behind him.
Which is crazy because he votes like 90% of the time for the Dems.
Yeah. But
that little 5 to 10%, they can't tolerate that. You know, Jim, I thought you had an oddly shaped head. You need Fetterman more than anybody. His head is crazy.
It is, Greg, and that was a really salient point. Appreciate that. That's what I thought when I saw him. I'm like, oh my God, an ugly man with a misshapen head. There's hope for all of us.
It's like you guys could be brothers or lovers.
Well, or in certain states, both. Now, I do like Fetterman a lot because of this, because he's not just towing the company line. Nancy Pelosi, that was the most likable I've ever seen her.
Yes.
Snapping at an influencer.
Yeah.
And she has the green on because they're going to green screen an alive human being where she is. But that's the way you should snap at somebody barking out influencer crap. So that was, to me, the most human I've ever seen her. Shut up!
Yeah.
Shut up!
She sounded like a real person.
She did, but the dentures are an issue. I ain't collecting. But yeah, that's. I was happy to see her do that. That's the one clip I've seen of her that I really loved.
Kat, what did you make of? Take your pick of whoever is there. Nancy, I have to say, I was kind of appealing.
Of course. She lost her temper, so she seemed human, which was not. And isn't it terrible just how refreshing that is? Like, someone in our government seemed like a human being.
Yes. Our bar is so low.
The bar is so low, just like with Fetterman, the fact that they're going after him is so insane when you look at what it is that he's doing apparently wrong, which is just like saying that he cares about people who voted for Trump.
Yeah.
He knows people who voted for Trump. But as if that's not the entire problem with all of these people who throw around the Hitler and this and that. It's people who don't actually know people who voted for Trump, or it's people who want to paint people this way to gain power for themselves. So that's kind of getting rid of that tool for other people. But it's at the cost of comes at a huge cost for the rest of our country and our relationships with each other. Yeah,
it's dividing the country, Tyrus. Who do you think is holding back the party? That was kind of an interesting blend of people. Who's really doing the most damage?
None of them. I think we need to stop creating these monsters that aren't there. AOC is in charge of one small, poor bastard group of people.
That's true.
She doesn't pass any laws.
No, you're right.
We just saw what happens when somebody runs for higher office that can't speak in complete sentences, like Kamala. AOC literally said a few days ago, like, her goal in life is to be able to everyone to have drinkable air. I am not afraid of this person.
Yeah.
I welcome her to, please, that'd be like if we were gonna, like, hey, put your best guys forward to fight CNN. And right before I got to walk out there, Greg said, I got this.
Tyrus, I would go with that, except Mamdani here in New York City has a 24-point lead.
Here's the deal. I don't live in New York, so I don't care. He is New York's problem. And this is the thing. We need to stop blaming the idiots on TV. They were on a CNN town hall. They shouldn't even call it hall. It should have been CNN town 2 chairs. Nobody's watching that. Nobody cares. Nobody woke up in the morning going, and finally,
chairs.
Here's the thing about Fetterman. Here's the thing about Fetterman. Before he had his stroke, Fetterman was very much in line with him. He had a life-changing issue. President Trump had a life-changing issue. Your priorities change. He no longer cares about he's cherishing life and wants to do the best and right things for people. So they hate him because they don't have his experience. He's coming from a place where he's like, my world changed. And now I'm different. So now he's no longer interested in being the cool Democrat. He just wants to be a good politician for his district. And I don't think, no matter who they try to run and throw money at him, I don't think he's going anywhere. Because at the end of the day, Democrats can't take anything from you. It's the voters that can. And I think I think the people that vote for him aren't going anywhere.
Well, excellent point.
But I think, I would say...
Save it.
Yeah.
Save it, Mike.
All right.
You always do this. You always start getting interested in the show after. Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't have anything to say before, but now I have stuff to say.
That's because they say interesting things.
Shut up!
Yeah. Oh, my God. I'm waiting.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.